teams, but officiating has dominated the talkers.
I mean, I think both teams are going to try to play their best tonight, and I think the officials are going to try to ref the best game that they can ref. I mean, that's all we can ask for going forward. And I think that's what will dominate the series, just how great both of these teams are.
Can you repeat that last part? Sorry.
I said I think that'll dominate the talks of the series. It's just about how good both of these teams are. So, I think both teams are going to move on and just play the game tonight. We'll see what happens after that.
Kevin, what do you think about when you see a guy like a 36-year-old Nene, 17-year veteran, gets out there, doesn't get to play very much, and he has a little bit of an impact here? What do you think about it?
Most definitely.
Watch him growing up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I remember when Nene was drafted, and to see him still in the league at this point, a lot of guys that probably came in with him have been retired. So for him to be still playing at a nice solid level, and he came in and contributed last game, we definitely have him in the scouting report, and we got to be worried about him because he can control the boards. He can, he's very skilled down low as a big man. So we got our work cut out for us when he's in the game. Steve
Kerr mentioned he was a little surprised to see him out there, but it certainly was a good decision.
Most definitely. I mean, a veteran player. I think he came in 2002. And still almost reached 20 years in the league. So throughout the whole season, I'm sure he's been getting his rest, and coach has been, figuring out when is the perfect times to play him. And right now, he's probably at his best form in the playoffs.
Kevin, you guys were on the winning end of that whole math formula. The Rockets taking a lot of threes and then not going in. You guys get a lot of shots. What do you think is the key when you're looking at that breakdown to be on the winning end of it? In terms of the way you guys look for shots and also bet the three.
I think it's just how we play. Just we move the ball. We move the ball and try to find our guys and put them in positions to be successful. I think that's what a great team does. No matter how the league is playing. I know a lot of people shoot threes, but I think a lot of the great coaches in the league just put their best players in good positions to be successful. So that's what we've been doing here.
What did you guys do defensively?
We just contest it, play hard. They got great players, great scorers over there. So just make every catch tough. Every possession, try to play as tough as we can, and rebound the basketball as well.
Kevin, you've been around James a long time. What's the difference between preparing for him and how he shoots and how he can land compared to any other guy that you guys see during the year?
I don't think it's the way you prepare. You just try to get a good contest. We practice contest and closeouts, and we've been practicing that stuff since we were in elementary, So it's a certain way that we tend to contest shots or, close out on shooters. So it's not just James, it's all their guys that we gotta have proper technique on and, make sure we out there on the catch and making them see a hand or over, once they get up and shoot the ball. So just having proper technique, I think, is the most important thing, no matter who's in front of you.
Do you have to expect many changes from them, or in a series like this, y'all play each other so much it doesn't really, y'all so familiar, it doesn't really matter?
Yeah, we're so familiar with each other. I think they will definitely come out and make some adjustments, obviously, in how they play. But for the most part, they are who they are. We know their identity, they know ours, and we're just going to tip the ball up and see what happens.
What do you guys think about Austin Rivers? He's going to be back now. I know he's a bench player, but you guys get some playing time with those guys.
Yeah, man, I think bench players are key in the playoffs, especially when they give you great minutes. And I'm sure Austin Rivers can come in and impact the game pretty quickly. So we got to be ready for him.
Did James always have a knack for drawing fouls going back to your days at KC?
Yeah, I think he's always been clever at getting to the paint and using his strength to bump guys off. And I think it's just more so than anything putting pressure on the defense. I think that's what he's always been doing.
That cleverness, has he gained the game, in the ways that he's vocal about things? Has he made this cylinder around him? Has he given himself a protected?
No, I wouldn't say that he has an advantage. I think everybody, once they get into the lane, they use little tricks to try to get their shots off. I don't think he's any different. He may bump guys off going to the rim, but everybody does that. So I wouldn't say that he's found a way to, just kind of play the game or cheat the rules. I wouldn't say that. I just think that he has a style to play, and it might not be what everybody might like to see, but it's been effective. And I don't think he's been cheating the game at all.
No, not cheating, but the mind games are when you can exist within the rules of the game.
Yeah, cheating the game.
No, turn up certain dials a little bit.
Yeah, that's cheating the game, right? That's
I didn't want to use the word cheat.
yeah, but let's just put it that way. I don't think he does that. I think he plays inside the game, plays within the rules of the game. Shit happens. I think referees aren't going to be perfect all game, just like players aren't. So, I think more so than just the talk of calls and officiating, it should be about how great all of these players are on the court, how they uniquely bring something different to the table. So it's been a fun last couple of days.
Hey Kevin, what was that feeling like when the Rockets went through Game 7 and missing 27 threes for the first half going 1-14? Is there still kind of a state of anxiety that at some point it'll go down, or how would you kind of characterize how you kind of process the sequence of events?
I mean, you don't realize what's happening until the game's over and you hear the stats and the runs guys go on. I think you just focus on each possession and try to be as best as you can, and whatever happens. So we just try to stay locked in on each moment.
Do you think the way that James plays helps guys learn some of the nuances of the rules of the game that they maybe didn't know before, like some of the strike, think about angle spots?
No, I think a lot of guys first when you start, we probably want to say 2013. I think Kobe Bryant was going baseline against Atlanta, and he shot a fadeaway. Dahntay Jones got a contest, but at that time Kobe had twisted his ankle, and but at that time nobody really thought it was a bad play. They just thought it was solid defense, and I think that's when the conversation started about let's start to protect the shooter a little bit. So I think guys over the years have gotten used to the rules and just trying to adjust and adapt to what's going on, and guys just playing their games, man. I don't see anything wrong with what's going on.
Kevin, I know there's a lot of attention on Chris Paul and James Harden. How much of an X factor can Eric Gordon be?
He's a huge X factor for him. When he plays well, they usually roll over teams. He's tough to guard, and I think we got our work cut out for him. So we got to be ready to start when the ball tips up.
So you guys shoot a lot of threes, they shoot a lot of threes. People might conclude that your offenses are similar. They're really not, are they? You're playing a much different offense than what they do.
It was different styles. I mean, we probably got the same concepts to try to create space and get to your shooters, but there's probably different ways we initiate. Some ways are similar, but I think both teams are successful and effective at what they do.